What's going on, everybody? Back at it again, RPL TV with your host, Richie Ray. Again, thank you, everybody watching. You guys have been amazing on this episode and on the show. But today, I'm so excited. I got a very, very special guest. This is someone that is real close to me. I mean, we go way back to so many different things, and this guy can't even keep his composure. Listen, man, I'm going to make it short and simple, sweet, straight to the point. Everybody on RPL TV, give it up for my guest and the proud host of Suave and Friends, Suave in the building. Woo! Give it up. Yo, with Dale Jr.
What's up? Praise hell? Praise hell?
Praise the Lord.
Praise hell, praise hell.
What's going on, man? How's it going?
I'm doing all right. And we just watched a Daytona 500 and I ate so many hot dogs and drank so many beers.
You're on seafood and diet.
Yeah, we did a seafood diet there. It's
Yep.
how many crawfish and frog legs we can eat one day.
Yeah, you got a lot of those in New Orleans. Some frog legs, some gator.
We'll say about the Dale. Everybody say about the Dale.
See you, Dale. What's good, bro? Puppetry.
What's up, everybody?
Yo, man, shout out to Dale Jr., bro. Freaking, you had the puppetry going, bro.
Dale Jr., you know, it's one thing that anybody knows about me is my love and passion for NASCAR. I just love going out. When I was younger, my dad used to take me on the tracks.
Wait. You're telling the true story right now.
Depending who you ask.
That's right. Go ahead. I was gonna say something. Go ahead.
No, yeah, my dad used to take me out on the tracks in NASCAR, and I just used to remember I love the smell of the asphalt, like.
Stop it, bro, because you're the type. You half white.
No.
You half white. You like monster trucks, right?
I lived in Melbourne, not Daytona, but
bro, wasn't it you were bragging about monster trucks the other day?
I do love monster trucks.
You were bragging about monster
not
trucks.
That
You're
I love monster trucks.
Gotta go. You were like, yo, you gotta go to monster truck. I was like, yo, Nico's going hard for monster trucks right now.
Not that I love monster trucks, but I had a fond memory of my dad taking all of us to a monster truck one day, and this is already at the age where I'm like, monster trucks, like we don't do that type of stuff, right? And he's like, I guess he got some tickets or something like that, so he took us, and no, it was a good time. I had like I was saying, the Grave Digger was there, and like
that's the name of a monster truck.
That's like one of the famous ones,
like the Undertaker.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, he has like the skull on his car and stuff, and it was cool. I remember like just like little things going up to, like I remember walking up to the stadium, and then people were like scalping tickets and stuff like that. My dad's like, "Yo, stay close to me" and whatever.
Oh my god, I remember stuff like that.
I remember like
little hefty Nico.
I mean, but think about it. Like my dad, we go to the NASCAR thing or to the monster truck thing, and there's not many guys there that look like my father.
Oh,
right?
that's
so, like,
true.
We're
Shout
in
out
there,
to Johnny.
And, like, everybody's looking at us. Like,
that's true.
What are you doing here?
Dreadlocks.
Right. So,
yeah,
but it was a good time
true.
though. I honestly, I remember stuff like that. So
but
it was a good ass time. I'm glad he took us.
But on the subject, bro, I want to get to the main point today, bro.
What is it?
Talk about monster trucks. You making monster moves, bro.
Monster moves.
1 year, bro.
Yeah,
1 year.
1 year. Yeah.
For those watching, man, Nico, Suave and Friends. Suave, aka one of my best friends, Nico.
Yes, sir.
He's out here doing a podcast, man, and we did 1 year, our first episode right here in the studio.
Yeah. I think I might have, when we run the footage back, I think I might have been wearing this hoodie.
No.
Nah, think about it. As I was putting this on to come over
I
here.
hope I was skinnier. I mean, I'm getting skinnier.
Right. Hopefully, but I do remember that.
When you look at footage, you're like, oh.
I do remember that, and it's funny. I know we're gonna end up putting like a side by side, doing a type of video like that.
Yeah.
It's
definitely.
gonna be so funny. I'm wearing the same fucking thing again, man. I'm actually a little bit upset. About that
how do you genuinely feel going 1 year in the pod? It's fast, right?
Man, I feel like when we started this, we were like, damn, like, oh, what if we do this? What if, or we were just like, what if we don't do this, or what if we don't do this, or what if we don't do that, or what if we mess up on this, mess up in that? And I remember we just kept saying like, we just gotta do it, like just gotta put it out, like let's just record this and put it out, and like just keep putting it out. We're gonna get better, and like
is that scary for you at all?
Like
to pursue something and just go for it.
It's still scary for me all the time, honestly.
Wow,
like
okay,
even I know we're gonna get into this. I
just jump into it.
I'm saying I know we're gonna get into this topic about. You're talking about being scared, right? But about going to LA soon, right?
Ooh,
right?
Hold on. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned for that.
We're going to get to LA. We got two. What are we doing, man? We're going to talk 1 year. We're going to talk LA.
RPL TV, Ritual Production, Suave and Friends.
Stay tuned. We're going to jump into a lot of stuff.
But yeah, about being scared, like I do have like a nervousness, I would say, and I guess it brings some sort of fear. Like I'm not like scared to like do it. I think I'm scared. I'm just like nervous and it's unknown.
Then it's not gonna work.
No, it's just unknown. Like it's something new. It's change. It's something like every time I do
What's
something.
The change?
Just not like being stagnant. Just not sitting there. Like I had a whole, we're kind of honing back to it.
By the
But
way,
I feel
1
like,
year, how many episodes? You can't even keep count now.
well, we have 2 shows now, so
Then you have 2 shows.
I have 2 shows now,
you have
yeah,
2
so-
shows.
2 shows
Oh,
now.
what's the other show?
I mean, the other show
Nah,
is
just kidding.
Seafood Diet. Yeah, if people don't know, Seafood
Nah,
Diet.
check it out. It's fire.
Yeah,
Fire.
where we
I was
do.
just on it.
He was
Super
just on the
dope.
last episode, so we'll
Super dope.
do a plug there real quick. But yeah, Seafood Diet. It's just about it's seafood diet, like seafood. So
Yeah.
people. You always used to say
Yeah.
if you're fat when if you're fat when you're young,
Eat
you'd be,
with your
you
eyes.
seafood diet. You eat with your eyes, or like you seafood, you eat it. You know what
But
I mean?
real
So,
quick, before we get there, I'm telling you, there's a lot to cover.
right.
How do you like just throw your content out there? Like, yeah, I'm just gonna do this. Bump it, pick up my bags.
I mean,
leave.
I think what happened was back to like I used to do like a song in the beginning of every episode. I think that took the humility out of me because I was just like trying to
Yeah, I
sing a
remember
song.
that.
Yeah, I remember.
And you were like, oh, how do I sound? I'm like, it don't matter. Like, just go for it.
Honestly, stupid, but it's funny, and I think that got out the way. So now I don't do like the song part anymore, but. I guess just to kind of wrap up the fear thing, like it's just something new. Like it's just something new that's happening, and now I'm gonna be going back to a place where it's kind of like a redemption tour for me, I would say.
A redemption tour.
Yeah, like I'm going back to a place that I spent like good like 5, almost 6 years at.
Yeah.
And like didn't really have much to show for it. And now like I came back to my hometown, I built up, and now I'm going back out there with, some sort of leverage, a name of sorts.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, not to be whatever. Like everybody watching, man. Like, I helped Nico get the shows done. I produced the videos with him.
Yep.
He's a producer. Edit, cut, whatever.
Yep.
And I'm there for every episode.
Yep.
It's so dope. It's so fun to see you thrive and strive into what you're doing. Like your episodes and the things that you talk about. You cover different things, and you guys are just laid back. It's fun over there. You get artists to laugh. You get business people that are serious to be fun.
Right.
Like you're just all around, amazing. I want to give you,
Thank
those
you, man.
flowers, man,
Thank
on
you.
episode
I
1 year,
appreciate it.
baby.
1 year.
Holla.
Woo!
Yeah, and the exact date is coming up in
Right.
like next month a little bit. Or
So like
the
technically, I
beginning
think
of-
I had posted, or we posted whatever the first video.
Tell me about that. Don't you have something coming up? We'll get to it later.
Events? Are we talking about?
Yeah.
So I won't touch on it too much because nothing's
Whoa,
solid. But
this is
but
RPL
I
TV.
do-
No, I'm just kidding.
But I do for the exclusive, right? I do want to have a 1 year event,
That's
soon,
dope.
where we have like all the guests from all of my shows come back. If you're in the Suave and Friends universe, you get to come back, and so I want to do
You
a
got
part.
a cult following?
Well, something like that. You
You're
know what I mean?
talking so highly.
Right?
Like, are you so mighty?
We started the Suave and Friends universe. It's like the
Ooh.
multiverse. You know what I mean?
Ooh, yeah.
You have some characters
You're
from
so-
one show,
so
and then we
private.
have a crossover. Like
I'm
some
just kidding.
characters from the other show will cross over into the podcast. You know what I mean? So we'll do something like
That's cool.
that. But I do want to do like a to get off my pod, but I do want to do a party where I'll have all the guests there. There's no like real filming. Maybe we'll have people filming the party, but nothing like real production. And then on the second day, on like the day after, I'll have everybody come to a location to film the 1 year pod, and we'll have that to kind of like talk about and lead into, and we'll go into like,
That's amazing.
what
Yo,
you been up to, shit like that.
That's awesome. You didn't even tell me that. This guy tells me everything. He didn't tell me
Yeah.
that. That's dope, man. So
Yeah.
you're gonna say that again. You're gonna do an exclusive event,
Like, well,
For the
I'm
1
gonna make
year.
it like open invite.
open invite. Okay.
Open invite event. Anybody who fucks with Suave and Friends and what I got going on, or any of the shows that can pull up, and then on the next day I'll have everybody who can, because we have some people who are like
Gotcha,
in New York
that's dope.
by that time, LA and stuff like that. Anybody who can come in, and even for the folks who can't make it there, I'll do some like. Maybe we'll do an intro where I don't know if I told you about this yet. Maybe we'll do an intro where we'll have everybody call me like on FaceTime or something like that.
Oh, okay.
And then I'll be like, oh, what should we do for da-da-da? And then like everybody, you'll see all their little screens, right?
Yep.
So we'll do something like
that's
that.
smart.
Maybe. Like a
That's
Zoom
yeah,
call or something,
Yo, you always got good ideas, man.
right? To get the people in who can't make it up to wherever we shoot, Orlando.
Are you like constantly thinking of new ideas? You just walking around thinking of new stuff?
I don't think I'm thinking of enough ideas,
Ooh.
and I don't think
Bars.
I'm thinking of enough ideas, and for the amount of ideas that I'm thinking about, I don't think that I'm executing on enough.
Ooh, execute. You took the words out of my mouth.
Right.
So that's true. So it's like you have a ton of ideas. You just got to really get them out, and then you're also thinking, man, I got to keep.
Right.
Hey, man.
Well,
what do you love about what do you love about this journey? This is different. This is new. Like, what do you love about it?
I don't know if we or if I said this before. We said this before, but I think that, you know, looking back at like my journey of like making music versus this, people have like, I've gotten so much more attraction and pull and like more
That's right.
attention.
You're making music back, what, 16, 17, 20,
Right. I
18?
mean, I was making music like right out of high school, and then like
Yep.
I kind of like, once I got like to 2016ish, I
Uh-huh.
kind of like withered out. But like
Yeah.
I was going hard like 2013, 2014. But you know, I noticed that on that journey and this journey is bringing in a lot more people. This journey is helping me expand a lot quicker versus like, you know,
That's awesome, man.
making music and like looking for features and
Yeah.
stuff like that and meeting people through that versus like now my horizon is endless. Like I can talk to whoever,
Yeah.
I can bring them on the show, I can eat with whoever, and we'll just talk about their respected, you know, lanes.
That's crazy. Yo, you can hold the mic like this, like thin ways.
Then
Yeah, there you go. Like
Okay.
that.
is it serious?
Yeah.
I think you're lying.
Nah, I'm
Doesn't
serious
matter.
because the angle of the camera is gonna like.
Oh,
show
okay,
square.
bet. Okay.
Do the other
So
side.
let's keep all this in, teaching me how to hold a phone.
All right.
All right. So
All right. Then I was gonna say, nah, man. So you're 1 year in. For people that are watching, man, yo, me and Nico go way back, man. We go back. I mean, you were 10, maybe.
right. We're still
living
playing
in the same neighborhood, 10 plus years. Playing ball every day outside, whooping people.
Right.
Me and Nico whooped some people. I ain't gonna say,
Right. Won't mention any names.
but we was whooping. You know, we did the whole like childhood, the whole 9 yards. So
Right.
to see you doing this and you elevating this, to me, it's like it's outstanding. You know, it's
Right.
amazing. But you know, back to more of that, man. What do you love? What gets you going? What says, you know what, bump the fear? I'm just gonna do it.
I think the fear of being stagnant outweighs the fear of doing something new. So I don't think
Like
it's something that like makes me happy, that obviously there's things that make me happy that drive me, right? Family and you know, just reaching, like even small goals make me happy to reach the big goals, right? Everybody says that set small goals to acquire the bigger ones. But really, like, just that, like I said, that fear of being stagnant and like knowing, like going outside and being, you know, in your hometown and like rolling around and just seeing like what it, like everything is kind of, you know, building out to be and stuff like that. You kind of just like, like, I think there's a lot of good things that are happening here, but I think that I can, you know, like LeBron, take my talents to another
LA.
city, right?
No, I'm just
To
kidding.
Los Angeles or
Yeah.
New York or like whatever, you know, those
We're going to
coastal
LA.
cities, right?
We're going to LA. We're going to LA. We're going to LA.
I'm
Let me stop.
going back to Cali. Ayy.
I'm going back to Cali. No, facts though. We're going back to Cali.
Yeah, for real.
That's dope.
Do you want to get
Taking
into
your
that?
adventures there. You want to go to California?
Do you want to get into that?
Yeah.
So
Let's book a flight.
How do you want?
Oh wait, they're already booked. There's that.
Yeah. So basically, how do you want to get into that? Just start it off.
In and out first. No, I'm just kidding. Nah, no, I was bringing LA up because like you were saying, taking adventures elsewhere, man. So
Right.
speaking of taking adventures elsewhere,
Right.
your little history is that you were in LA previously,
Right.
and you were doing
Couple years. Jack shit. I was I was going to work and coming home and just and you know, at first I won't lie, like my relationship was good, but then, you know, over the years it withered out. But I'm using wither a lot. That's happening in my that's in my past life.
Well, wither our way out of that word.
We'll wither into something else. No, that just got, you know, however it got and ran its course, and just during that situation, I wasn't able to do all of that stuff, right? So I'm not looking for other words. Not during that situation, I wasn't able to do all that stuff. So, you know, it feels good to go back out there.
So coming back was a refresh.
Yeah, super reset. Like
coming to Orlando was a
like
refresh,
being Dennis. Haven't really talked about this much, but like, you know, lost everything. Lost my apartment. Thankfully, I didn't lose my job. Right. I've had the same job for a while now. Low key job, like really love me, respect me, and I respect them as well. So, but I forgot what your question was.
Oh, what was my question?
We're going.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I was asking about you being in Cali, and then like what you were pursuing in Cali.
Oh, right. Yeah.
You
So
were-
jack shit. Yeah, I wasn't. No, I remember now. Yeah, I wasn't really pursuing much.
Yeah.
And like I went out there because I was like, oh, I'm gonna do music, and I met a girl at the same time. But then I kind of let the relationship go
What's
over
it like
that.
moving and leaving?
Bro, it felt crazy. So my last day in Orlando,
Because you're
so-
like basically born and raised here,
right.
So you
but
actually left. For how long?
Disclaimer. I was going to LA before I moved there. I was going to LA already for like 2 years, like every. It
You're
started
already
like
going back and forth.
it started like every couple months, and then the year before I moved there, I was going there.
What
once
was the
a month.
motivation to get out there?
Just because I knew, like, if I wanted to do something with music, right, I was going hard music, then like, that's the place to go.
Okay.
So I went there, like,
that's exactly what the point of going to LA
was to, like, pursue something.
And you were tying that into doing pod and getting more love or, like, more, not viewers, just more gains
So the journey,
from doing music.
Well, because who would have known? Like, if I would have went to LA the first time and, like,
I'm doing
actually
both.
went hard.
Y'all better support both.
Right.
I'm just
I think
kidding,
anybody can do anything, right? But I think that if I would have stayed like going hard at the music thing while I was out there the first time, I'm pretty sure like my ambition and the music and everything would have went up and did its thing. But now that I'm going back out there with, at least I made the connections. At least I went out there and made really good friends with all these really like cool people and like people who are doing, who want to do better in life and succeed and stuff. And I was telling one of my homegirls, because she was asking me questions. I'm like, yo, honestly, everybody's asking me to like, yo, go out to brunch, go out to this, go out to that. I just really feel love going to Los Angeles, and I'll never have anything bad to say about LA, simply because of that, because of the people who like treated me really good, and so tying back in.
Yeah, I'm listening.
That's why I'm happy. Like now I have this pod, I have this brand, I have clothing, I have this and that, the food show.
Come up, man.
Right, go back out there with something. So, it took a lot to
Great
get to
accomplishment.
this point. Right.
Great accomplishment.
It took a lot, but
awesome.
we're here.
Oh, with that being said, man, let's jump into LA.
Yeah, so
Going. No, just kidding.
back to Cali.
I'm going back to Cali. Sorry, that's our segue, bro. We're going back to Cali. I gotta thank you, Nico. You're blessing me up.
So
we're making a trip, and we're gonna go see the palm trees.
your first trip to Cali when I saw you out there the first time.
That's right.
Was
My
that your
first
first
time.
trip?
That was
ever?
my first time.
Explain to me
Yep.
what was your experience here for your first time.
So my first time, it was really different. The first week, I had made an excuse to go to Anaheim with my church to do the event. We were there for a week in Anaheim. Right. So while we were in Anaheim, we were actually driving out to Las Vegas and going to the stars or whatever, going to the whole.
Oh, so you got to see Vegas at the same time.
I'm not sorry. Why did I say Vegas? Oh my God, LA, Hollywood. Wow,
yeah, the stars. My bad.
Same thing. No, I'm just kidding. So we went out there, right? We went out there for a couple of days and like just saw what it was like. So we were like hyped to go. So then that trip ended. Then the next week we stayed like 5 days. Like after the trip ended, we stayed. So I was out in Cali for a whole 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But it was So when I finally got there. It was I would say the one thing I took away from enjoying it was I was already really tired from being there a week.
Yeah.
So I was like kind of like a little
Pooped
cranky,
already,
like a little like, just want to be inside, and you don't expect to feel like that, right? But going there, it was really dope, bro. We went on the tour to Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
Paid real cheap for that. It's cool just to chill out. It was dope though. We saw the mansions, drove through it. It's beautiful over there. And then we went. We also did the we actually got hooked up on the Warner Bros tour. And so we went to Warner Bros. tour.
To do something like that.
We saw that's actually a really good one. I would definitely do that again. And we did the Warner Bros. Tour, and we went and we saw the Batman cars. Yeah. They had shows that were actually premiering and being filmed. Like, this is happening right now.
You just see the studio.
Someone was balling out because she was like, yo, I watched this show. I can't believe I'm here. I'm like, that's bugged out. So I was
like
pretty cool.
Like an old Midwestern
Bro,
woman.
and then you're in the Hollywood set, like where they film. An example of like this studio was 10 times and this block was filled. Think about this block being filled with places to film and shoot.
Huge warehouses.
But the lake and the trees behind this house is a big old mountain.
Yeah.
Yo, it's just like you're out in the middle of the acting area and it's huge.
Yeah.
And then you like look to your right and it's just a wall.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, like it's almost protected by mountains. It's the coolest thing.
We had in my old neighborhood before I left LA, I had there was a studio there that like there would be papers on the door of like, for guest people who were there, like, if you're filming here for example, Disney Plus show.
Yeah.
And so we would pass by, and every
That's
day
cool.
we'd be cool. Like we're walking the dogs,
That's
just
really
to look
dope.
at the door and see who's filming
Yeah,
that day.
just see. That's really freaking
Amazon
dope, man. I
series,
wish it was like that. That's so cool. Yo, but I did all that, and it kind of got. I felt like we did that, and I didn't really expect like how much that affected the trip, like being in LA and then going to a movie set.
Right.
So that was really cool. We did the In-N-Out. The burgers are dope.
Yeah.
Kind of like Steak and Shake. I ain't even gonna lie.
So what's
People say they're
your
different,
what's
but
your
they're not.
1 out of 10 on LA
So 1 out of 10
on that first trip?
Okay, so
considering everything, you know,
bro,
what I mean?
I'm gonna be real. I'm not trying to gas, bro. Love New York City. Love
Yeah.
New York. My family's out there. Great things to do in New York.
Right.
I actually want to go. You freaking always want to go.
Yeah, we'll go there next.
Bro, went to LA, and I was like, bro, this is not fair. I love LA more than New
different.
York, and I've been one time.
It's different. You
Bro,
know what
as
it
soon
is?
as I got there, the food, the weather, the people's clothes or swag, the way they were in the markets hustling
Right.
and like selling vintage items and clothes, like everything that I
Melrose.
love and do was like in LA. But the best part about it is that it doesn't get cold.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's warm.
The
it's
weather
warm
is
and
amazing.
It's warm and
We're
cool.
from the worst weather, so
Yeah.
going there, you're like, yo, this is my weather, but better.
It's here without the humidity.
Bro, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
The
I
only
would
thing I
say
didn't
that.
do was the beaches, which I was like, dang, that's like a kind of I
So
need to
check
do.
it.
Didn't get to do that, but other than that, it was awesome. The food,
You're going back.
Asian
chicken
chicken wings is the best.
1 out of 10.
And 1 out of 10, bro. I'm gonna have to give that like a solid 9.
Like your first trip. Okay, so
Bro,
now
it's
this
fire.
time we don't have much to
Because I
improve.
love Cali.
So we're good.
No,
We
but
only
I
have
love
1
Cali.
point to go up.
I think I'm gonna love it more a second time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna feel more like
So the reason why we have you coming out is I was going out there to, you know, really try to like I said, bring my stuff out there, get some people on some shows, do some food reviews, stuff like that. And then I was looking through some tickets, and I'm like, wait, these tickets are relatively cheap.
yeah. Please tell me about that
And
because
then-
Nico hit me up with the phone call
I
like,
was
yo,
like, yo, emergency
I'm
ASAP.
going. No, I was gonna, for real.
With this text, remember I was like, yo, call me ASAP, please.
Yep.
Like, let me know. Like, these tickets only have like 6 hours left on them type shit. Like,
That was cool, man.
so then that's happening, and then we got you coming out, and that's my excitement. Everybody already knows. Like, I'm Mr. LA here in Orlando, but how do you feel?
Honestly, it's weird. 'cause
Technically, you're being booked to go
it's
to
off,
LA.
I'm off guard. I'm
yeah.
like off guard, and I also have like a lot of plans here right now.
Right.
But at the same time, like it's work too, so it's like I see it as like I do see it as work still because
Right.
it's work, whatever. But it's like at the same time, I feel like I actually don't know because I feel like something dope's gonna happen, but it's like I don't know how to feel about it. I feel dang, I feel not ready.
Yeah.
Like I think something so good's gonna happen that I don't feel ready for it.
Like,
Like it's
you
like,
won't-
yo, it's literally in 2 weeks, and
You
it's
feel
like
like you're-
I didn't plan to go.
You know what I feel like? I feel like
Like in a good way.
in the same
you know?
way, in the same way that you're saying that, like maybe you know something good is gonna happen, but it's just like
We
the
gotta-
anxiety about it. Like, when is it gonna happen, or how is it gonna happen, or like I know
Because
something.
you almost
got to
put the effort. Like we got to go there. And
We
make
have to
things
really
happen.
grind while we're there. You know what I mean? Really make a splash for something small to happen. You know what I mean?
Right, that could end up leading to
You know how
like
many
better
people are
things.
doing podcasts in LA while we're there?
Yeah, the whole
Everybody. You can do it in your apartment now. You know what I mean? So whether and then so the equalizer or what's gonna put us ahead is, I think, the guest that we do.
Yeah,
I think
100%.
that's really what's gonna put us ahead.
Yeah, you're right. Getting somebody with a good enough strong foundation in LA
Right.
that connects with you. That
Right.
yeah, you're right. Yo, we need those prayers, bro.
Yeah. Yo,
we need
for
those
real.
prayers because we want
Everybody-
something good. I really feel like that. Like I'm not ready.
One
like, in a
comment
good way.
equals a prayer.
One comment equals a prayer. Please.
You know,
and a like.
Share this if you want to do a prayer. Share this.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. No, but that's the goal, bro.
I
to see
can
somebody.
hear the presence of the Lord, and I'm gonna.
No, I don't know that one day.
You don't know? Yeah, you only know the white people.
Yeah, I'm
gospel
terrible.
songs.
I'm terrible with that. Not white enough. Oh man, shucks.
No, I'm saying you only
Fiddlesticks.
know the white people gospel songs.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that's true. A lot of the contemporary, but yo, I was saying, when we're thinking LA and like making that move, it's also like knowing that you going out there, you got to be intentional.
Right.
You know, you got 3 days,
Right.
Or I got 2 days, whatever. I got
3 days.
You know, 3 days or
3
being
whole
you,
days.
pairing up, and man, trying to make something happen and be intentional,
Right.
But also enjoying it, having a good time. But you know, you gotta have that maturity where like I have a maturity now where I'm going to LA. and part of me has to accept that I am going to work because like
Right.
one day I'm going to LA because I'm having a good time with my kids, my family, my girl, my brothers, whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, okay, I'm working now, but watching 3 years, you know.
Look, even like
something good could happen, you know.
Like big actors or whatever, like they send like even when you go like for like 9 to 5 work and they send you to like a different state or something like that. You only still have to work 9 to 5. We're not working 24 hours a day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and if you do, it's like, well, it's on my time.
Right. And but even more so, it's like your job. Let's say they send you to Hawaii to do a job. It's not like you're not going to be able to enjoy Hawaii, right?
Yeah, and you know what, man? It is like an honor and a privilege,
right.
You know, and you're humbled by it.
Right.
You almost don't want to take it for granted. That's how I feel too. I almost don't want to take those days for granted. Like we're gonna plan it. We're gonna figure it out.
Have a good time. We're gonna be able to work. We're gonna get a lot of good content, make a lot of good connections. That's Rolling Loud weekend.
It's gonna be a big bang, bro. Something's
I know I
happen.
talk about Rolling Loud on my pods a lot, but it's because I'm always going to them.
No, of course.
You know, someone hit me up. They said, "Oh, you're one of those guys who travel with the circus."
Dang,
he's like, oh, he's like, you travel with the show, huh?
Why?
I'm like, because I've been to the New York one, I've been to the Florida one.
Yeah, if you check Suave and Friends, man, like I said, you've been moving.
You're gonna see a lot of Rolling Loud content. They need to let me get in there and do something already.
Well, Rolling Loud,
right?
Yeah, I mean, as 3 times you've been.
This if I go to LA, it'll be my 3rd
and it's
time.
coming up in Miami,
and it'll complete my US
Miami
tour.
in this summer.
Well, so yeah, I'm definitely going a 3rd time in Miami, but I'm trying to set something up where I can just maybe find someone who has a ticket and let me go for one day.
Oh, okay. Just go one day. Yeah,
just enjoy some.
Yeah, that's right.
Just enjoy the closers. I
forgot. Yeah, that's happening, man. Something's good's gonna. That's right. I forgot. Rolling Loud is that weekend.
We might be able to go over there.
Rolling Loud is that weekend.
I'm saying we do some like filming, do some work during the day.
What are we gonna do? Rolling Loud is that weekend.
Do some seafood diets inside of Rolling Loud.
I don't know.
I'll bring my clip-on mics.
That means that all the stars, agents, executives. That means that everybody and their mother's gonna be there. Like every artist plus the 100 people that work for
are gonna be in Los Angeles.
We gotta get like an agent.
Someone is gonna I'm telling you, we are gonna get someone on one of our shows. If we don't get someone on one of our shows, we didn't try hard enough. Because there's gonna be.
I like that. That's a challenge.
Every day, if you look at the Rolling Loud lineup, there's 30 motherfuckers on there.
Bro, it's a lot of people.
30, 40 people.
It's a lot of people.
Bro, it goes from like noon to
Rolling Loud
midnight.
That weekend.
Bro, yeah, the shows each day are like 10 to 8 hours. So that means they have to have enough people to fill that on like 5 different stages.
The people going out to eat. Those artists are not staying on that campground.
You know how many?
They're performing and they're out. They're going somewhere.
And then bro, even if we catch someone, you know how many videos we're gonna see of, oh, what's up, that guy? Oh, tell me how much your outfit is, bro. You think we can't get an interview? Come on, man. Come on, man.
Tell me how,
that's why I know something, bro.
I'm gonna be walking around with the microphone like this the whole time. Just
right?
like, yo, Nico, camera.
Take this shit out of my right. All right, here we go.
Is that a real thing? Are we being funny?
I'm being dead ass, bro. I'm speaking.
I'm out the phone in my back pocket.
I'm speaking into existence right now. I'm gonna have my clip-on mics on us on all times. We're gonna have the phones on us on all times. Boom! That's a production right there.
That's crazy. Imagine we had like so many electronics. I like wash my hands and die from electricity. Wait,
like you're one of those guys who's like walking around like all those little like Mr. Gadgets, Mr. Inspector Gadget.
Yeah, go to the metal detectors like man.
It's like, sir, we're gonna have to step back real quick.
You remember the intro?
Oh yeah.
Sorry, that's my favorite. Y'all gotta check the seafood diet out. But I wanted to ask you actually, what would you feel like is like the difference between the podcast and the seafood diet?
I mean, besides the obvious, it's like a food show. I think it's just more. It's just like the conversation is more food based. You know, on my podcast we're sitting. I think all my podcasts were sitting down and whatever.
Bro, we should do one really. We got to do a fire dope restaurant in LA. Something that's gonna hit. Something where we go eat and they're like, oh, I really like the ambiance of the place. The food was dope.
Right.
Like I think somewhere, dude. What's some places that you like from LA?
Like,
what can you think of?
I think what I want to do this time is like. I want to do places where it's like, we've had a lot of success doing the food truck events and stuff like that. So night markets or like, the day markets of Smorgasburg. I feel like I'd like to do one at the revolving sushi place in Chinatown. I think that'd be dope to take a quick video.
Revolving sushi place? What is that?
So it's just like you sitting inside of a restaurant. There's like a track that goes through the restaurant.
Oh, snap. Yeah. With the different sushis.
Yeah.
They had it in the Florida Mall.
That one's trash. Never go to that one. That one's trash. Never go to that one.
Never go to that one.
No, I went because I wanted to try it. So if anybody knows Cura, they have one now that's actually on iDrive. However, the one that's in Chinatown is like a really famous one. So we'll probably do something like that. We'll
It's
do
a famous one, like in the people. A lot of people go.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I just feel like I wish I could read people's minds and know what they want out of us, out of what they see consistently.
What do they want to watch?
But I do know for sure people like glamour and glitz, man.
People just like whatever looks good.
And I'm not trying to, looks good and not downplaying people's IQs on the freaking social media.
Yeah.
But it's visual.
Yeah.
And like thumbnails.
They just want like a cheese pool or like a dunk. Or that's why,
just
we do
a
all that
big
stuff.
bite of juicy burger.
Right.
And that's all, or a dope, like a thumbnail of us in front of a palace, that sells cheesecakes that we're like, what the frig? Like something crazy and epic, like a cheesecake with like smoke coming out. I don't even know how I'm thinking of the cheesecake stuff, but you go.
The dried ice and stuff. Yeah, no, I get you. Yeah, no, that's all it is. That's all it really is.
My face like this on the thumbnail.
When restaurants, right, we got to make better thumbnails. That's one thing we really got to do.
You're good at them. I got to re-up on all of them.
Yeah, go back.
Thumbnails, those are pictures when you go on YouTube and before the video plays,
click on,
it shows a picture of what it's about. Those are real, because visually, those catch attention.
You can even go back. This is what I was watching Flagrant and they had Mr. Beast on there. Mr. Beast was talking about because you can go in and change. You can edit stuff like that, right?
You can.
Change
Yeah, you can change.
So you can go back and change all of yours.
Yeah, I could change all of them.
It could boost your videos even old as hell. Because you change, because there's a different picture there.
It's true.
What he does is he has like a crazy analytics department, right? He'll post a video with a certain thumbnail, and in the next 24 to 48 hours, if the video is not hitting, they change it out.
I like that.
Right? So I'm like, damn, yeah.
There's no rules to the game, bro. That's awesome.
Right. Anybody can do it, man. Anybody can do it. Like we said before the very first one, all you gotta do is hit the play button or hit the record button.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Put something out there. If people like it, people like it. People don't like it, people don't like it. More sooner or later, you're gonna hit with your niche crowd or people who are looking for you, and that's gonna build. It's gonna build. I feel like I look at my YouTube analytics and it's not crazy. I'm not in the tens of thousands even, but I look at it and it's like 100 hours, 110 hours or something like that. In the last 28 days watched, like that's crazy.
That's pretty cool.
Like, I have enough content that 110 hours people watch.
That's about 4 days, 5 days.
Right. Of some people watch. So imagine.
So I dropped a video. So I dropped maybe 2 videos a month, maybe 1 video a month, and I think I'm getting at least like now is getting like 15 subscribers every month.
Right.
Which would be awesome if it was like 15 times 5, like 100 subscribers a month, And
I think that this year I'm posting a lot more because I have 2 shows, so I think that kind of helps me out. And once that one piece of content hits, people have something to go back on. You know what I mean? People have 15 episodes of Suave and Friends podcast. People have like 7 episodes of Seafood Diet. You know what I mean?
I mean, Anthony behind the camera. I mean, this guy's got reruns of Bad Friends.
Right. And people do that. Just
cracking up and laughing.
So imagine that Bad Friends and stuff like that are in like their hundreds and 300s, 500s of episodes. And like, we're starting out and like I'm pushing 30 of both my shows all together, right?
Yeah. Bro,
imagine when we get to 300.
What do you tell someone that is starting like you, they see their statistics and they feel like it don't match the investment?
I keep telling myself like I'm doing this because I enjoy doing it. And I keep going back and telling myself it's just the first year. Where there are people who like, there's prank channels. I just watching this guy the other day where he says like, you've seen the guys where he points at his cameraman and says like, oh, why is this guy filming me? And now he gets on the side of the people in the store. So like he is on the side of the people in the store and they're like getting mad and he's doing crazy shit but he can get away with it because they think they're on the same side. So he'll point at his like, yo, why is this guy fucking filming me right here? Like, and he'll go up to like fight him and stuff, and the people in the store like hold him back, like, no, stop, like it's okay, like you don't want to get arrested. And that's his boy filming.
Yeah. So that's perfect.
So that guy, he's a little quick. So, but I think to myself like, that's like a niche thing. That's like he found his crowd quick. So it's just like all about finding your crowd and
do you think
staying
current. Do you think it's staying current? Do you think it snowballs into something you don't really expect? Like, do you feel like from the beginning to now it's like different? Like, this is what I thought. This is what it is now.
I think that with the kind of route that Mr. Sniffles over here, I think that the kind of route that I want to go is like I want to obviously do something in the entertainment world, right? So I feel like the more I put myself out there, and then like let's say I start shooting with like celebrities and stuff like that too. And then eventually my world is going to trickle into the mainstream entertainment world, and that's really what I'm looking for, man.
Yeah,
I can't wait till the day where we do like a sponsor, like, hey,
dope,
what's
man.
up? And
Jordan, Nike, yeah,
right? Like you always want to get a fresh breath when you go on a first date.
Yeah,
try Colgate. Use Suave and Friends 15%. You know what I mean? Like
we're about to do that with our own companies. We're gonna be the first ones to do it to each other.
Right,
straight.
right.
I'll do it for you, bro.
Right.
You do it for me, I'll do it for you.
You scratch my back, I scratch yours.
Like, yo, you want Suave and Friends hats? You want Christmas ones? I don't know.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just got the green and red
do
one.
Lakers ones, but maybe I'll try to get them done while I'm out there.
Lakers ones. Ooh, that'd be clean.
Do the 8 and the 24.
But yeah, so you're saying, man, find your niche, your niche, whatever. Your potato. But staying current, staying relevant. So you're just saying, is it like throw things out there? Like you're not throwing aimlessly at the wall,
right?
It's like you're aiming for your vision.
Yeah.
But depending on how much content goes, you're kind of going with the flow. Like
I'm a YouTube watcher.
Would you ever change your content for views? Like, I'm not trying to say you're that type of person. Like,
give me an example. Like, what would I?
I don't know. Okay, say you're doing comedy now. Would you do reality TV?
I feel like that kind of fits into the same world of comedy. Give me like a more better like.
I'm sorry, you're not. What did I say? You're doing comedy? Yeah, you are kind of. Your pod is a little like.
I put it under
comedy
entertainment.
Yeah, I like that. It is. I mean, that kind of is. Would you do reality TV? So you're good at that.
I'll be.
You know how people feel about
wherever
that.
I'm at, even if I'm doing a drama, I'm gonna spit some funny jokes in there. You know what I mean?
Okay, got you. Would you? What's a good way? Would you like change your beliefs? Like example, they're like, okay, you can't talk about. I'm Christian. Say you're Christian. You couldn't talk about Jesus on your.
So I'd have to think about something that I really like.
Yeah, like do you feel like you're in that? Like maybe like abortion, like whether you believe or don't believe. Like
I have to think of something that I'm really like standing on. I don't. You know what's funny?
I guess I'm asking you if you would be a flip flop.
Right. At the end of the day.
Would you
look, straight up.
I'm
Be straight up. Everybody has their price. You know what I mean? Everybody has their price, but like I don't think like I'm too cool for anything, right?
Okay, that's another thing too. That's why I said
I like stand for, which sounds funny, but like I don't think I stand for anything that that people will be that's divisive or like people will like have any sort of.
You're self-aware of your image is like you're on that comedy spectrum, so being a public figure or some type of.
I'm like neutral on pretty much everything.
Neutral.
Yeah,
I'm like neutral people.
Yeah, not to say that I'm necessarily neutral. Like, if people ask me certain questions, I'm gonna have probably a certain stance on it. But most of like, bro, I'm just living day to day.
Yeah,
like,
that's kind of.
I have a family. I try to take care of. Try to like feed them good dinners here and there.
Yeah, you kind of have
like,
an advantage when you do comedy. You think about all these podcasts, the Bad Friends, all these comedians. They just crack jokes for 2 hours.
Yeah.
It's like, are you serious, bro?
Yeah.
That's I feel like comedians are gonna have the best life in podcasts in 10 years. Watch, comedians.
That's why I try to make.
Comedians gonna run this thing.
I try to. In my content for the podcast, I try to take everything like I said, current events, and like ask them what their spin is on it, and then like we'll go into some jokes about it, right? Like back on the episode I had of like this guy named Stocky, Alex. We talked about funny stuff like this. He had a thing called Civil War, North versus South, and it's a racing event. So
right,
like,
he's a race car driver, but you made the show
right, and then I made it like Civic War, like stupid stuff.
Twisted, I love that, Nico. You're always doing that.
Yeah, I just try to finish.
Who's your favorite guest?
Remember that? You know what?
I'm just kidding.
I don't know if I have a favorite guest because honestly, I respect all my guests. I love them all for giving me the opportunity.
What was a great episode?
That's a better. I would say like one of my favorite episodes. Honestly, the Halloween one, man.
Ooh,
the Halloween one was fun.
Good
Even though it wasn't, it was
episode.
like I was nervous. I was like, I'm doing a show in front of everybody.
Yeah.
Like when it was done, it felt like such a relief.
Yeah, that was really nice.
It felt such a relief. Like it felt like when we're doing stuff right here and we look past, we see, we got Ant back here behind the cameras and stuff. But then
you're gonna have to throw a question for Nico. We're about to wrap this up, and Ant's gonna do the last question.
but then doing that, when we looked up, there was like half the party was there, right? So I'm looking up like, oh, this is like a live show.
It's
This
happening.
is like if we did a show like we were on The Price is Right or
That's
something
true. We
like
had
that.
the cameras like this, and behind the cameras was
a
everybody.
whole bleachers
and they
of
were
people.
sitting down, enjoyed it. Damn, man, that's awesome.
So once I said that in my head, it just clicked. Another one that I loved was the Hot Chip Challenge episode. I love that one.
Challenge. Oh my god! I think I ran.
It's a group one.
I think I ran through a video of Kat throwing up in my phone.
Yeah.
Like I was looking through my phone and Kat.
And the video just turns to
I'm
her.
like, oh, I'm like Nico would have been famous off this Kat throwing up. Kat, I love you, but
yeah, no, it was fun. It was everybody had fun on that. So I think this year I want to try to do more challenge videos. Try to, like I said, stay more current.
You're really good at that, bro. I think there's something there when you're doing a pod, but you're putting a twist.
Right.
I feel like that works for you. Almost
Makes
like
it fun.
It's not a pod; it's your television show, your own show, your own entertainment.
I say podcast because that's like what my main like big boat is of like what I do.
Yeah.
But really, like when it turns to that type of stuff, it's just Suave and Friends Hot Chip Challenge or Suave and Friends Halloween episode, right? So yeah, but
that's what's up, man. The Halloween episode is a good one. I'm glad you said that one. And we're about to wrap this up here in a little bit. Time is flying, bro. We could be here forever.
Really? Where we
Time
at
is
now?
flying.
Oh
bro.
wow, yeah.
Time is flying. You got a question for Nico? You got a quick question?
Let's see what you got.
No, I would ask, what's your top 3 podcasts that kind of got you, in the direction of what you're doing,
right?
And why what you're doing.
So first of all, as much so the same way how I always say my top favorite of all time is Lil Wayne and rapping.
Yeah.
My favorite podcast of all time is Flagrant.
Wow.
Great
podcast.
First of all, I didn't even watch podcasts, so I watched Joe Rogan, right, here and there, and then he had Andrew Schultz on it one day. And then I watched the Andrew Schultz episode.
That's where I first seen him too.
Right. Either it was an old one or he had went on it. I think he went on it at the time. Like I watched it fresh. So then I'm like, oh, wow, this guy's really funny. And then like he plugged his Flagrant. So I'm like, okay, let me go to Flagrant.
And then he was with Charlemagne already.
Right. So then I watched Brilliant Idiots and just boom, exploded the whole thing.
No, they're OD over there.
So I put
OD over
Flagrant number 1, right? I put
wow, that's number 1, bet.
I'll put the Bobby Lee and Andrew universe number 2. Cause I can't just all their shows. I can't pick one. All their shows. So I'll put the Bobby Lee and Andrew universe on number 2, and then no, I don't count Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan's just like another ballpark. Yeah, he's like
that's crazy.
I mean, you can't really count Joe Rogan.
He's so big that it's just whatever.
Yeah, but a lot of people watch him. Yeah. I mean, even I would say like Andrew is up there in the top tier with him, but numbers, Joe Rogan has a lot more, I think, right? Like he's
Joe Rogan is the godfather of podcasting.
Yeah, he's been doing it since like the early thousands.
It's not even that. Even though he did it for a long time, he's also just good at it. Right. He had all the best guests in the world.
So so I don't count him in like when I say my top 3, but I'll say the third one is a tie. The third one's gonna be a tie between no, damn, I have a lot. Can I just name off the ones that I watched? Like,
yeah, go ahead.
So I watched all the Chris Stefano ones. I watched Your Mom's House, Danny Brown, 2 Bears, 1 Cave. I watched
I don't know any of that. That's crazy.
Giannis Papa's podcast. I watched Theo's podcast. I watched the Golden Hour now. It's Brendan Schaub and Chris D'Elia and all those people. Yeah. I said this, the whole universe of Bobby Lee, so that includes like Stevie Weeby and them. I really like Kill Tony. It's like a live, stand-up comedy show, but it is a podcast.
Awesome. Wow.
Yeah, it's usually like an hour. Yeah, about a little bit more over, but they do like 10-minute. They do 1 minute set and then 10-minute interview after. So it's really cool. Yeah, it's just basically all that, but really Flagrant is the one that, just to answer Ann's question, right? Really Flagrant was the one that really got me like into the podcast world. Yeah,
that's a great podcast. I just love their set, and I feel like when it comes to that comedy thing, especially what you're doing, they're just really good at. They look relaxed,
right?
Like I noticed, like watching even my podcast, watching theirs, they just look so relaxed.
Right.
And I feel like your energy as a person when you watch a podcast, for some reason, connects better.
Yeah.
Like when they look relaxed, it just brings that relaxing feeling to you. When something's serious, it brings that serious. So it's so crazy how they're doing good.
I like to be immersed in it. So like if I feel like I'm with them,
go
ahead. My bad. Last one. I like to feel like I'm with them. Like I'm included in the conversation, right?
Yeah.
Like they're talking with me.
Yeah, they're doing camera angles. They're doing little skits. You know, they're going outside the box, which. Mine's is I'm doing more informational, you know. I'm not trying to be too out the box, but I think I am out the box. Like I like having fun,
right?
You know, I like being serious, but there's a real crazy side, fun side. I like the Matt Hoffa, the battle rapper,
barbershop one that he does.
Podcast, bro, into like legendary hip hop stories, like, and I was surprised about how many stories he had over there. He's like doing crazy.
Yeah, I seen like when I started seeing the clips of him. Like I looked at it, he's been doing a podcast, but that one clip hit, and then they just ran with it. Like, okay, now we're gonna bring on talk about war stories.
When Tony Ayo again, that was crazy. Styles P was crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we could be here all day, bro.
Yeah,
like I'm about to do part 2 in LA, bro.
Yeah.
Like this is dope.
This is part 1.
I know this is dope.
Part 2 we'll do. We'll set up and we'll have. That's what we'll do. Remember we were talking about earlier. So outside of doing podcasts with our perspective podcasts with other guests, we'll also do a wrap up on maybe that Sunday or whatever on how our trip went and
that'd be dope.
Stuff like that. Yeah,
yo, man, anybody watching, ideas, comments, suggestions, please, I get like 60 views and like 6 comments. I need 60 comments.
Right.
Anyways, I love y'all. Y'all know I mean that genuinely from the heart. But Nico, let's wrap this up, bro. Okay. We got places to be.
Okay.
Like LA.
Yes, sir.
I'm excited for that, man. I'm honored. I'm thankful, bro. This 1 year that we're coming to is dope. I want you to let the viewers know here on my podcast. You know what we do, bro. Inspiration.
Right.
Trying to send out the message. Trying to encourage people. Thank you for sharing your journey.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man. Let them know some things about you, like your Instagram.
Okay.
What you're doing. And then some encouraging words at the end. That's it.
So if you don't already know, you can reach me at Suave Mix-a-Lot on Instagram. I'm really active on there. Suave and Friends Podcast on Instagram. Suave and Friends Podcast on YouTube. Suave Mix-a-Lot on TikTok. Run it up, follow, like, share, comment, subscribe, do the whole 9 yards. I got a few shows coming up as far as like when I'm filming, so subscribe and do the notifications so you'll see when those come on. Really, I'm dropping clips all the time, so people will see those clips. And really, if you really want to keep in tune with me, just stay on the Instagram and you'll see everything that comes out. And
what's one thing you would tell one of the viewers, someone pursuing their business, their art, whatever they're doing? What would you encourage them with to do in this year, 2023?
Something that's really accountability is 2023. My theme. Accountability.
That's awesome.
Like
love that.
I think we spoke about this. Like if we dream of something or think of something that is attainable and we don't do it, then that falls on us, right? Like I'm not talking about
I know what you mean.
You know what I mean? Like I think I can fly and I don't fly and I'm disappointed. No, like I'm thinking like I want to shoot a podcast every week. If I don't shoot a podcast every week, then that's on me.
Yeah,
you know got you. And I at the end of the year when I look back and nothing happened, like let's God forbid, right? But let's say nothing happens or everything. And because I didn't do it, right? But then if I go back and look at the year and I did a podcast every week, I did every other week I did a seafood diet, and let's say the cards don't play right,
weren't what you wanted.
I still put it. I know I put in my best.
I was a man of my word.
And now next 2024, I gotta go even harder. I gotta do 2 podcasts a week. I gotta do this. So I mean, like, you know what I mean? So that's kind of like where I'm at. Accountability. 2023. Accountability. Accountability.
Look, man, y'all already heard here in RPL TV. Suave, thank you so much.
Of course.
Long time friends, almost forever now.
Yeah, for real.
Rest in peace, Joe Moreno.
Rest in peace, my
730 Fly High. We love you. We think about you every single day. We know you're watching us. All my viewers, thank you for tuning in on this with here Suave. Check out the Suave and Friends podcast. Check out Seafood Diet. Love Seafood Diet. We chat. We eat the food. I was on the last episode. It was really fun, and we're about
the
to
Valentine's episode.
Valentine's episode. That's right. You caught me with the little heart. But anyways, we got LA coming up. And what is it? I'm going back to Cali. I'm going back to Cali. Hey, look, guys, RPL TV, y'all heard it here. Again, Suave, thank you so much for being in the building. Like, subscribe, comment, turn on notifications, share this to a friend. Check out my best friend's podcast, Suave and Friends. Woo! RPL TV, you heard it here. We out.